In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I edit for my page on CapCut, keeping it simple, keeping it fast, getting the content out there and actually connecting with the audience. Less time editing, more time coaching. Let's get into it. So I've just pulled up this video now. I've not looked at it in a good 4 weeks. I think this is from over a month ago, but we need to be prepared with our content. So I have so many videos like this that are just sitting around in my camera roll in a folder called need to edit, and this is one of those that I've just pulled from there because I need some content. I need to get some edited up.
We are in the Inside Subs warehouse.
Have I said anything else before then? Where is everyone?
Take it all.
Take it all. All right, so I started pretty good, which I can use a hook. I can use that as a hook because it's pretty funny. People are going to stay to watch and see the value. You can't just have value, like you need something to pull the audience in, like, which is humor for me. So when you're filming, you want to make sure that you're talking in captions. That's what I say, talk in captions, keep everything short so you can have room to edit like this. You don't want to try ramble it all on because sometimes you get crossover words, and when you get crossover words, they're really hard to edit out and still keep these like clean look. So speak in like one-line sentences.
Flavor number 1, lemon cheesecake.
Right at the end of cheesecake, it's getting cut there.
1.
Flavor number 1.
Number 1, lemon cheesecake. Flavor number 1. Flavor number 1, lemon cheesecake.
Cool. And now notice how a lot of the action is done within the actual filming. You don't have to make crazy edits if you make sure you've got action within your filming. So you notice how I bring it close into my face there to kind of change it, give it a little bit of a different energy. So the first cut that you're doing is always wants to be a rough cut. You don't need to make it too perfect. You just need to find the areas where you're speaking. You don't even necessarily need to listen to it. But that's why it's good to edit on CapCut desktop if you can, because you can see the wavelengths and you can edit to the wavelengths and say, okay, well, something's coming out of my mouth there, like the audio spikes up, so I'm just going to chop it there, chop it there, chop it there. So that's all we're really looking for, like areas where I'm speaking, and if we can just cut those, then we'll fine tune it in a bit. So every bit that I'm stopping and then starting.
So those there are my top 3, but as you can see, there's so many flavors.
Did I not even finish this off with a CTA or anything? I must have been in a rush here. We can figure that out though later. At least we've got the base of a video. Some content is better than no content. We can always add bits, like add text on the screen or even prompt it in the caption if we do need to add a CTA or add some sort of ending, because that don't look like a proper ending. I might have another bit that I filmed in the phone. I just forgot to put it in that folder as well, so I'm going to go take a look back in the camera roll and see if I did film like an extra ending to that. So now we're on to refinements. We've chopped out all the blank points. We just need to tighten it up so it's chop it and it goes word to word. There's no other little blank spots.
Jammy biscuit.
Sharpen it up.
I'd say this one's better as like a paste. So mix a little bit of water. Paste. A paste. Mix a little bit of water in. Just a bit of water in. Just a little bit. And it's consistently gonna hit that sweet tooth.
I don't need that. Consistently gonna hit that sweet tooth. This is the point as well, like where you can cut out all these little words that you said that are not really gonna add any further benefit to the video. I've pretty much said that. I don't need to say it twice. It's about keeping it short, choppy, and just making sure you don't waffle about things too much. Where is everyone? Decent. So from now, I just want to add my special filter. We call this a special filter. I put it on pretty much everything, my signature look. I think it just makes the image look that bit more sharper. So we're going to take the sharpness probably up to around 10 there. We'll take the clarity up to around 20, and then we will go Hasselblad 2. I use Hasselblad 2 or Hasselblad 1, depending on what it looks like. Obviously, this scene to begin with doesn't have great lighting, so it's not the greatest visual piece of content. But that should enhance it a touch.
It's underrated. I'm missing oats.
That just looks a touch better now.
Oh my days. Yep.
So now we've got like the base cut. We can add captions, we can add music, we can add kind of little zoom cuts and stuff like that. I think zoom cuts are really good. We don't need crazy transitions, like I said, but zoom cuts in and out, which I'll show you in a sec. Let me find all my days. So let's find all.
It's in oats and
Started the O there, so we're going to chop, then we're going to zoom it in.
oh my,
Where did I start? My. Going to chop it, and we're going to zoom it in.
my.
Where did I say days? We're going to chop it, and let's bring it back down to normal, which is there.
Oats and oh my days.
See,
You might as
just
well
got a
have
little bit of
lemon cake.
movement
Number
within the
two, if
scene.
you're wanting something consistent,
Nothing crazy.
not too sweet.
So let's get to the captions now. What do we need to do for captions? Click here, we're going to go auto captions and let's generate. So while that's generating, we don't need to have fancy captions. We don't need Hormozy style edits. We don't need this jumping up here, that jumping up there, multiple colors. We just need some words on the screen. I think it's around 80%, 85% of people that watch Instagram watch it without sound. So that's where captions can really come in and help. Do I think they're necessary? No. I think on some bits of content, it looks even trashy adding captions. So I wouldn't force the use of captions, but for some things like this, I think it can definitely work. And I do have the same one that I go to all the time. So I've got it in my save fonts. I go with Integral HV. Or Integral EB, one of those two, what I'll go for. We'll go with that one. That's a little bit thicker in it. And then the style that I use is, I either use yellow or white. I think yellow is a really good social media font, and we'll take off this stroke, actually. Take off that stroke. We don't want no black outline around it. That's just not my kind of brand style. I'll put a glow on, a black glow, and I'll just bring down the intensity to give it that little bit of a separation from the background.
You might.
I think I'm going to change that from yellow to white just as a standard color. And then what I will do is I'll add yellow, a few bits in yellow, and that just emphasizes certain words or certain points. So to do that, I'll have to go on style and not apply it to all main captions. I'll have to turn that off, because if I tried to change it yellow now, it just changed all of them yellow. So you want to uncheck that kind of circle there, and then you can change the individual things, because I do want to change this bit at the start. Where is everyone is the question. Let's just edit those. Let's put a question mark there. So now I can move this up here and it doesn't affect any of these because I turned that off. So we can go, where is everyone? And this is one that I will put in yellow. And you know what? I'll probably put an effect on it as well. Animation, should I say. So for this, I'll go loop.
Where is it?
And I just want some sort of shake on it.
Where is it?
Not that much.
Where is it?
Jiggle there. Wobble, that's it.
Where is it? Where is everyone? Where is everyone? Take it all! Take it!
Change this one to yellow as well. And add that same effect on it. So animations, loop, and then we're gonna add the wiggle, jiggle, was it jiggle? Wobble, wibble, wiggle, jibble, wobble. Wobble too.
Take it! Take it all! We are in the Inside Subs warehouse.
So now it's just a case of going through this and making sure, obviously I didn't say inside subs, I said inside subs. So go through and just make sure that all of the text is actually what you're saying, because something that really annoys me is when I'm watching it and the text is wrong. It's like, did you not have 2 minutes to just go over that and make sure that all the words match exactly what you were saying? It really does annoy me, so sort that out. So what you can do as well, if you want one part of the text one color and the other part of the text another color, you can literally just highlight it like this. So I'm going to highlight the lemon cheesecake bit there, and then I'm going to go over to styles. I'm just going to make that bit yellow by itself. So the top bit will stay white now, but I'll make that bit by itself. Lemon
It's under
cheesecake. That goes onto a separate chop for the video as well, so I would rather have the text in separates too. I normally go with like maximum 2 lines for text.
and this in oats and all.
I didn't say and, I said bang as well. So exactly what we did for the video, we'll do for the text as well. So we'll cut it in those same areas where we're getting the zoom in. So that's O. Bring that up here. You know what, we'll separate that line. We'll make that longer to carry on through the whole "oh my days" bit, because then I can do this. Again, we make it big. And then this last one will say days. That.
Oh my days. You might as well have lemon.
Cool. See, it just adds that little bit more dynamicness to the scene, doesn't it? Makes it interesting to watch. Let's turn that white chocolate hazelnut into yellow.
So those there are my top 3, but as you can see, there's so many flavours.
I could probably add something, so many flavours, in at the end if I could be bothered. But like I said, don't need to be too fancy. Right now I can't be bothered doing that. So let's move on to the music, the sound design. Now, I would suggest picking 5 or 6 songs, putting them in your favourites and having these. So I don't know what I'll be able to play on Instagram. I don't know what I'll be able to play on YouTube. But if this doesn't play on here right now, it means it's copyrighted it. So that's something that you do need to be careful of. If you're posting on YouTube, you need to know which ones YouTubers are going to try copyright and which ones you can use on YouTube. So mine are this one. This one I use more for like vlogs. This one I use for kind of like fun event stuff. This one I use for like challenges or like doing something like a little bit more drama. This one I use for gym and like hardcore workouts and that sort of advice. And then I have this one for like a chill vibe, maybe in a coffee shop. Along with this one too, maybe something to do with like a morning setup routine or something like that. So different songs for different emotions. Pick a good 5 of them, make sure you covered all bases, and then you can just continuously use the same music because that's important. People will recognize that stuff on your videos. I think I'm either going for this one. Let's see what this one sounds like though. I think this one's actually copyrighted on YouTube, so if it doesn't play, then I apologize. But you're fine posting it on Instagram. Where is everyone?
Take it all. We are in the Inside Subs where.
Where is everyone?
Take it all. Take it all. We are in the Inside Subs warehouse. Flavour number 1, lemon.
I do think the sound is a little bit too loud, but I think that's not the issue. I think we need to make the actual in-video volume louder rather than making the music quieter. So I'll go up to about 600, 700. I like to do this anyway because I want it to be louder.
So those there are my top 3, but as you can see, there's so many flavours.
I want it to be louder than usual, so when it does come up on someone's feed, it's a bit like, oh, let me turn my volume down, because it automatically like makes them, unless they just click straight off it because they're like, this is so loud and it's annoying me. But where is everyone?
Take it all. Take it all. We are in the Inside Subs warehouse. Flavour number 1, lemon cheesecake. It's underrated. And it's in oats and My days. You might as well have lemon cake. Number 2, if you're wanting something consistent, not too sweet, jammy biscuit. I'd say this one's better as like a paste. Mix a little bit of water in, just a little bit, and drizzle it on top of stuff. Third one, white chocolate hazelnut. Now, if you've really got a sweet tooth, then this one, it mixes with everything. So those there are my top 3, but as you can see, there's so many flavors.
So boom, that's it, video done. It took me 20 minutes and he's pretty much ticked all the boxes. I need to add a CTA or find the ending to the video somewhere. If I've got that, I'm sure I will have it somewhere. There's probably a few extra things I could do to make it a little bit more spicy. Like I said at the end of the video, we could so many flavors. We can add a little bit of a wobble or something there to do with the text. But for the most part of it, you just want to keep it simple, straight to the point. You're giving the value, you're showing your personality, and then you're getting out of there. That's all that we need to be doing. So stop thinking that you need to be too crazy with edits. So you're seeing all this stuff, you need to pull this over and go over, or like 2 of you coming out of the side or whatever. We genuinely do not need that. We just need it simple like this. So get on doing vids like this and you'll be all Gucci. Most important word, hold the pace. If you want more tips for online coaches when it comes to content, social media, personal branding, make sure you give my Instagram a follow, Dudley_the identity method, and also give this YouTube video a subscribe because we will be releasing more videos like this. Identity Lab coming soon.